Alright boys, in this video, or this whatever it's going to be, it's a part one of a two-part little mini-series I'm going to do for Dead by Daylight. And this is me trying to explain why personally I feel that killers have it easier than survivors. Now sure, by all means, call me a toxic survivor main, because I fucking am, but I'm actually going to try and use some fairly well-grounded, well-made points to, to prove my point, to prove my theory as to why I feel that killers have it easier than survivors, even with the buffs and debuffs certain killers and survivors have had, i.e. the perks, more or less the perks that they actually get to use, as well as some of the power for certain killers. But taking this into consideration, I'll be covering multiple different points over this little game, hopefully, if I can make it last, because when I play Ghostface, for some reason, people become quivering pussies and get fucked. So, not my fault, just, I'm just too good at this game. I'm not. I'm rank 17 as a killer, because I never play him. I'm much more of a survivor. But, okay, now let me get into the points that I wanted to make. So, think about this. What are the goals of each of the respective, I'll call them, classes, I guess, because the survivors and killer, everyone knows this if you play Dead by Daylight. Survivors have to repair generators to get an exit gate, and killers have to kill all the survivors. Bada bing, bada boom. That's all you've got to really do. So, imagine it like this. Survivors have about a couple things that they need to do. They need to repair the generator and get the exit gate. And then, to add to this, to ensure their chances of survival, they also have to make sure that they're healing their friends, looping the killer, as well as getting the players off hooks, keeping the killer off people who are already injured, stuff like this, so on and so forth. But the killer, all they have to do is kill the survivor. Sure, you can focus on, destroying pallets or regressing generators, but when it comes down to it, the thick and thin, all killers have to do is kill the survivor. Yes, it's in their name, and that's exactly what they do, so I can't really fault other killers for doing whatever they deem necessary to get the 4K. That is what every killer wants for a, good double iridescent or double blip, as it's called, as I like to call it, and many others for that matter. So, when I take all this into consideration, see, I just saw someone there, see how I've already seen a player, and I'm not even very long into this game. I just need to know where they've gone, and if I'm correct, yep, which I usually am. Done. It's instant like that. And when killers like the Ghostface and other such people have this kind of effect, when they can, one-shot down literally basically every player. Did that person? Wow. Yeah. I can't even. Wow, I didn't think that's really good. Okay, can you see all those generators? They're the ones that are furthest away from me. Yeah. So, as I said, killers have to do one thing, while the survivors have to do a lot more. And that's how I think about this game. That's how I play in a way. I don't usually act like this, but you get the idea. You can understand where I'm coming from. So. No. Oh, hello. I didn't even know you were there. Yeah, so you kind of get where I'm coming from. I feel that's why killers have it easier. Now, see that? This person was trying to run away from me, but because of where it is, the killers generally are faster than survivors. This has been made true in very many different areas of the game. The game devs have said it themselves that, yes, killers are, and it has actually been shown to be that killers are about 110% faster. No, not 110% faster. They're 10% faster than survivors. Therefore, survivors need to use a lot of things to help them. They need to be, honestly, really good at surviving to actually outwit the killer. Now, I'm going to make another episode, but on the survivor's point of view, as to why I feel killers have it easier than survivors, because in honesty, I do think that's a true fact. I think that it's a true fact that killers have it easier than survivors. Wait, where'd this guy go? Ah, okay. I see the scratch marks. Oh, hello there. How you doing? How you doing? No. Rushed action as he lives there. Is that person? Oh, a dead hard. Nice. There we go, and that's another thing I want to make, you know, certain that you guys can understand. What I just did there, I fucking despise. I absolutely hate that killers are allowed to do that. Even when I do it myself, I feel like the scum of the earth. I feel like an asshat when I use stuff like that, because honestly, it is just unfair for the survivors trying to get away from the killers. As I said, they have the 10% extra movement speed. Therefore, in a manner of speaking, they will find it much easier to get and reach a survivor than it would be for a survivor to get away from a killer. Now, to add to this fact, killers are able to do things such as face camping. Oops, I didn't mean to face camp, that was me just coming back after being back. Really? Oh, okay. Really? Did you not? Man, I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of spicy. But as I'm going to say, killers can do the thing called face camping, and if you're not familiar with what face camping is, even though you probably should be, if we're being honest here. Oh, I can't stop doing the generator, bastards. If we're being honest here, where does that bill go? I'm sure we've got over here. Yeah, but as I said, the killers can do this thing called face camping. If you don't know what face camping is, when a killer stands like I'll do it for demonstration, stands like this in front of a survivor. It's a dick move and it should never be done because it's just completely fucking, you know, just... Oh shit, don't tell me that guy killed himself. Oh shit. Honestly, I was just trying to make a point, but yeah. Damn, fucking... Oh shit, you bastard. Cunt. I slapped you and you continue to work on it. Yeah, as I said, I'll do it again. Face campers do this to their survivors. They literally just stand in front of it and they can do things like taunting like modding and shit. Very fucking game, absolutely. Just straight up dick move on the killer's part, in my opinion. And... oh shit. Did it? Oh, I didn't mean to... Oh, this guy has to find... the last guy can find... So, this has been like a little mini thing on where I can kind of think killers are better than survivors. In terms of, it's much fucking easier, in my opinion. I.e. that. That right there is fucking gay. I understand why they've done it. It's to like speed up the game when there's the last survivor, sorry, and there's not much to do. That whole situation. I have no idea where this person is, but I'm gonna have to make like... unless that person has a key, then... not gonna lie. Wow, I feel sorry for this guy. I was like... where is he? As I said, unless he's got a key, that's how he's gonna survive. That's how he's gonna escape. But this man's really not doing any of the generators. This dude's gonna die. This dude doesn't have enough time to escape. I mean, I'll try and... I mean, I'll give it a try to see if I can survive it, but I do not think I can. There we go. He's now off. But yeah, as I said, I personally don't do that. You fucking... you're gonna fucking die, mate. I'm gonna try and see if I can't get him on hooks. See if I can't. Oh, let me get to the hook. Get to the hook. No, you fuck. Oh. To be honest, they could have left. They could have, but they didn't. So, you know, not really my fault. Anyways, so as you've seen, yeah. So to go over some more points, it's I feel it's much easier to be a killer than it is to be a survivor, because killers have many more things going in their way, and not just that. Face camping and such is not allowed, so it's completely fine. Therefore, anyone can do it, and it just makes it really unfair for the survivors to play. Now, I'm probably going to I want to try and condense this to 15 minutes, but I don't think I have. But I think I've basically covered both survivor and killer in this one part, so you can see my point. Now, I like to play both killer and survivor, and I've slowly come to the idea that it's much easier for a killer than it is for a survivor, for multiple reasons, and I've listed them in this video. I guess if anyone watches this and they have an opinion, and you know, opinions are to their own. Obviously, I can't fault people for being stupid. No, I can't fault people for being how they are. That's like, it's a thought. It's an opinion. It's what I think. It's nothing else other than that. So I'll leave you with this, and I hope you guys, you know, maybe like and subscribe.